On this episode, we look at a trail along a pipeline in Olney, Maryland. Then we drop in on Walk to School Day in Kensington, Maryland. We attend the announcement for a new transit line in Maryland. We join a pedestrian parade to downtown Munich at the Walk 21 conference. Finally, we join a protest march for pedestrians in Munich. Stay tuned.
We're in Olney, Maryland, on the right-of-way for the Transcontinental Gas Pipeline Corporation. There's a trail that runs along the right-of-way, and since the gas pipeline goes the full width of Olney, the trail connects a lot of different neighborhoods. It's a real asset to the community. But that's not the end of it. The right-of-way is 150 feet wide. It's one of the largest open spaces in the town of Olney. There are soccer fields, benches, exercise areas, and just open space that people can run around with their dogs and enjoy. We're at the end of the trail where the gas pipeline crosses the right-of-way for Pepco high-tension lines. You would think, wouldn't this be a great opportunity to have a trail along the power lines? We form a network of trails around Olney. But there's nothing here. Pepco has written, "We do not permit or license pedestrian and or bicycle paths that run along our right-of-way." The pipeline right-of-way welcomes the community in. The Pepco right-of-way has no trespassing signs. Which corporation would you rather live next to?
I just want to take a moment again to thank everybody. It was really exciting to see so many people walking, and one of the purposes of today is to focus on how we get to school and the fact that if you're walkers, we'd like you to walk, and bus riders take the bus. Not only is walking a good, healthy thing to do, but also we, as you know, have a pretty crowded school, and it's really helpful when we have people walking, and that way we don't have congestion with the traffic that we tend to have on most mornings. And also, it's another day for us to just remember as drivers our safety when it comes to driving and being aware of pedestrians as well. So again, thank you. Today was wonderful. We're hoping that we can keep up this kind of walking to school on a more regular basis and not just the one day a year where we do this on purpose. So again, thank you all. And we have, again, some important people here who are going to share a few words with you. So I'm going to begin by introducing Mr. Ike Leggett, who is our county executive.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. As county executive, I get an opportunity to provide a lot of proclamations and citations, honorary membership in various things, so I'm going to make myself an honorary patrol member this morning. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. First of all, let me thank all of the young people today, boys and girls, for your terrific conduct and the fact that you are here, you are safe. We have our parents, the PTA, our teachers and administrators, all here to, in fact, make certain that you understand the importance of walking to school, to make certain that we are going to keep you safe, that we have sidewalks for you, we have patrols for you, that the entire community is embracing this idea. From our Department of Transportation, to our fire and rescue services, to our police, but most importantly for our school administrators, teachers, all here to let you know that we enhance, we embrace, and we believe in safety for you. And we want you to walk. As the principal indicated a moment ago, it is safe, it is healthy for you, it protects our environment, and it provides you with good exercise. So keep up the good work. Congratulations for today. Let's make this a day for everybody, every day. Let's walk to school. Let's stay safe. Thank you very much for coming out today.
Thank you. And our next speaker is Mr. Roger Berlinger, who is also a council member with Montgomery County Council.
Well, good morning to you. The county executive and I and the people standing behind me do a lot of these events during the course of the year. but this really is among our most favorite days because there is such a positive energy and vibe right there, right? Are you guys excited? Yeah. We get that. We get that. And that's a wonderful thing because this really is a great day. You get to get good exercise, you get to help our planet, and you help create community. And that's what our county wants all the time to reinforce. We want you to get good exercise, we want you to help the environment, we want less traffic, and we want more people coming together and walking in community. So really, guys, and we're at a special place. I want all of you to hold up your signs because this is an arts integration school. You guys made all these signs yourselves. And there was one young man that walked today on crutches. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Okay. Our next speaker is Ms. Shirley Brandeman, who is a member of our Montgomery County Public Schools Board of Education.
Good morning. I am so excited to be here walking with you today, and I bring you greetings from our superintendent, Dr. Josh Starr, and our board president, Chris Barkley, who couldn't be here. I was the lucky one. So I just want to let you know, you may know this already, but it is Walk to School Day all across the United States. And we are one of 14,500 other schools that are doing this everywhere in the country for the reasons that we just heard. Because walking helps you stay healthy, and it's something we should do all the time. It helps make everybody think about whether our streets are really safe for walkers and bikers. And when we get out of our cars and buses, we help the environment because we're putting less carbon emission into the air. So way to go. And I want you to know, I'm going to bring a challenge to all the other Montgomery County public schools. We have 200 schools, but only 15 today that are doing what you're doing. So I'm going to let them know Kensington Parkwood is leading the way. Everybody should have a Walk to School Day.
Thank you. Our next speaker is not only a dignitary as the others, but he's also a parent here. I'd like to now introduce Delegate Al Carr.
All right. Thank you. Good morning. It's really great to see you all. Great to be here. I'm a state delegate, but I'm also the parent of a second grader here at KP, and it's a lot of fun to do this every year that we do at KP. And I think the point of Walk to School Day is not just one day. This is something that we want to have people do every day, walk to school and bike to school more often. I also wanted to introduce two of the people that I work with. We work in the state of Maryland in Annapolis, and we're always looking out for ways to help schools, to make it easier to walk and bike to school, because all three of us are dads. So I have with me also our state Senator Rich Madaleno, and our state delegate, Jeff Waldstreicher. So, all right, have a great day.
Thank you all. We're also expecting our mayor, Peter Fosselman, but I'm assuming that something came up. He wasn't able to come, but I know he really did want to be here with all of us today. In addition to the people who spoke, as Mr. Carr mentioned, Jeff Waldstreicher and Senator Madaleno. Also, we have Lisa Mandel-Trump, who's representing Councilman Andrews. And then we also have Art Holmes, who's director of the Montgomery County Department of Transportation. Steve Lohr, who is chief of Montgomery County Fire and Rescue. And also Tom Didone, who is captain of the Montgomery County Department of Police. Again, I want to thank you. Let's make today the kickoff for walking to school or biking to school more often. As our parents received an email yesterday, and I know that's been out in some of other publications, we are about to start a school pool. And what the school pool is, I'm sorry kids, no, you're not going to get to go swimming here. I know. I was excited when I heard about it at first too. But what it is, it's a resource on the internet, which is a secure resource that we had to subscribe to, where parents can use it as a way to get to know other parents who also live nearby, so that we can create a walking school bus. This means that parents, if you're interested in having your kids walk to school, but you don't necessarily like the idea of them walking alone, this is a way to have parents coordinate to be able to have kids walk together in a group and create that walking school bus. So we're really hoping that this kicks off after today, and that we have a lot more kids walking to school. Again, we're going to emphasize safe walking, safe pedestrian responsibilities, as well as safe driver responsibilities. So we are going to have students in kindergarten through first grade are going to get to see Otto the Auto, who's sitting over here, and he's going to be teaching you, along with the Officer Gilday, about safe ways to get to school while walking. And our third, fourth, and fifth graders are going to get to see a couple videos also highlighting the importance of pedestrian safety.
So we are here today at the future home of Maryland's Purple Line here in Bethesda, Maryland. And the Purple Line will connect Montgomery County and Prince George's County and bring them both together. Look, for generations as a state, we have been the beneficiaries of a lot of good decisions, but over the last few decades, we stopped making the investments necessary in order to create and to build and rebuild the transportation infrastructure that we need as a people. We need it in order to strengthen and grow our middle class. We need it in order to create jobs and facilitate commerce. And the failure to act, the failure to make those better decisions, had a huge cost. It cost us all in terms of time that we could have spent with our families that we lost. It cost us in terms of time that we could have spent at work that instead our employers lost. It cost us in terms of damage to our land, to our water, and to our air, and it costs us in terms of the jobs that we could have created, the jobs we should have created, the jobs that would have been supported if we had been making these investments as indeed our population grew, and in fact our population grew. But this session, however difficult the choices were before us, we came together, and led by County Executive Leggett, led by County Executive Rusher and Baker, and represented by committed men and women across our state in Annapolis, we were able to make the tough but right decisions necessary in order to invest in transportation infrastructure to create jobs and expand opportunity. So, Holland. What was true for our parents and grandparents is still true today. In order for a modern economy to create jobs and expand opportunity, we have to be willing to make modern investments. In total, the Transportation Act will invest $4.4 billion supporting over 57,000 jobs over the next 6 years. Better choices in order to achieve better results. We have a AAA bond rating in our state, and it's not by accident, it's by choice. And our announcement today is about what we will be able to do together now because of these better choices. Projects that will ease traffic congestion and give moms and dads more time to be at home and more time to be at work and be with their families. Projects that will make this area even more desirable for jobs and job creation. Projects like the number one announcement here is in May, we will announce a $280 million investment to complete the right-of-way purchase and design of the Purple Line. So today we are announcing an additional $400 million towards getting this light rail built. That is an investment that will bring Montgomery and Prince George's County together. Secondly, we will invest $25 million so that the people of Brookville a great historic town that played such an important and memorable role in the War of 1812, or the Second War of Independence, as some of us choose to call it. Senator Montgomery is very pleased that we will be relocating a part of Maryland 97 around that historic downtown so the good people of Brookville can maintain a place to live and the core of their community. So, third, we will invest $3 million to advance the widening of Maryland 124. Fifth, we will be investing $3 million to advance the corridor transportation improvement for Maryland 27 and Maryland 198. And sixth, we will invest $85 million in Montgomery County's ride-on bus system. Now, all of these investments will also coincide with a $125 million new exchange along I-270 at Watkins Mill, and $100 million to advance, this is an applause line, the Corridor Cities Transitway. So again, all of this is about the better choices. If we want better results, we have to be willing to make better choices.
Together, our Gray Seneca Science Corridor, Shaded Grove Sector Plan, White Flint Plan, White Oak Gateway Plan Center are projected to produce, get this, 100,000 new jobs. That's the largest single addition in the county's history. However, all of that depends on improvement in our transportation infrastructure. Without that, those jobs may come to a screeching halt. The transportation funding announced today will help Montgomery County move forward on desperately needed, overdue projects. Anyone who drove here today can see for themselves why the Washington region has one of the worst transportation clusters in all of America. I have fought hard for these increased resources ever since I was first elected, and it's great to see what we are accomplishing here today. Now, for the first time in the generation, and thanks to the leadership of Governor O'Malley and Lieutenant Governor Brown, we are now moving forward to make certain that we put these projects back in place. Today's funding announcement is the first of hopefully many installments in the transportation solutions that are so vital to this entire region.
Today's major announcement of Governor O'Malley's push forward on the Purple Line is the manifestation of three initiatives, all strongly supported by the Greater Washington Board of Trade, by the business community. First, the need for the Purple Line is clear and will alleviate some of our region's mounting congestion while affording more transit choice to residents and businesses alike. Number two is the Board of Trade stood squarely behind the governor and other leaders to adopt a dedicated transportation funding mechanism in the gas tax, and we all have the scars to prove it. We were strong in our call to protect its use for transportation funding only, and we are very pleased to see it being applied in this way for transportations all across the Maryland counties of Greater Washington. The third is that the Board of Trade strongly supported Lieutenant Governor Brown and Governor O'Malley in the passage of legislation this past session to enable the expanded use of public-private partnerships. We are very pleased to see this partnership approach is being applied to the funding, operation, and maintenance of the Purple Line. With government and business working together, things will get done earlier because funding becomes available. Things will be done better because each side has measurable goals for which to account, and they will succeed because it is through such partnerships that best practices and world-class elements are brought to bear.
Visit us on the internet at www.pedestrians.org.
So it's my pleasure to welcome Mayor Monatheder. Otherwise we wouldn't be here, it's quite easy to say. He really is the spiritual director behind that, together with Jim Walker for the whole of the Walk 21. And also, that's very important, we are very lucky that the daughter of Sigi Sommer is still living here at Munich. For the ones who are not from Munich and other countries, of course, it's not like we have asked, it's summertime, so we have a need for a summer, but Ziggy Sommer is the name of the most famous walk pedestrian of all time at Munich. So we are the walking people. Interesting, it's just not a normal demonstration, but it's really a walk. We may have fun.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, participants of the Walk 21 conference, you are right in the heart of Munich, you are right in front of our town hall, and I'm very happy that so many of you joined the Ziggy Sommer Walk. While we invite Munich citizens, so please allow me to speak German. Ja, meine sehr geehrten Damen und Herren, Sie werden sich wundern, warum sind wir da?
I just wanted to explain why we're here, and maybe when you hear this much noise, you wonder, why do we have to make this much noise? It's because when we're children, we remember how fantastic it is to learn to walk. And when we're older, we remember it's the last thing we want to stop doing. We try and hold on to.
War mir klar, dass dieses tausendjährige Hochwasser nicht...
Zeig Ihnen, wo der Weg ist, ja? Der ist nicht hier durch, ja? Ein bisschen
Gut, also mein Name ist Felix Lüding.
Westufer, die ist jetzt da hinten aufgebaut. Wird
in Europa in den letzten Jahren wieder in den Fokus gerückt, berührt, besser genutzt werden. Besser genutzt, als man von außen machen könnte. Und wenn sich zum Beispiel besonders...
Guckt alle mit, vielleicht ist es ja so.
Vorne dieses Banner wieder zusammenhämmern, das wäre schön. In Freising eine Brücke entfernt wurde und hier eine Furt ermöglicht wurde.
Über Jahrhunderte hat die Stadt München und ihre Bürger kurz vor 1800 hat man die Flößerei
Durchgang vom Wasserwirtschaftsamt zu, gesagte Tours durch das übers Deutsche Museum bis nach oben.
Also, interessant. Man darf auf der Straße ankante beide Fahrbahnen an. Also das ist tatsächlich so. Ja, ich sag mal, dass wir sollten jetzt nach was.
Dieser Boulevard!
Seitens der Stadt München diese Demonstration zu organisieren. Es gab dazu gestern eine
viele Sachen gehört. Es ist einiges auf der Insel aufgeklappt.